I'd love to know some of the best signings you made. So if we say your 3 best signings that you made.
Well, this is hugely difficult to pick these, like I mean, but I'd have to say, from the quality of the player and the whole financial package, I've gone for that scenario. So you've got JJ Kocher on a free, 28, right? Who's, whatever you say, great entertainer, great captain, brilliant skills, led by example, great trainer, flamboyant. I think that for everything you want in a footballer, that would be 80, 90 million now. 28. So he was. It was only because nobody else in the Premier League wanted him. He came to us, like I mean. So we're the only option in the end. But he was terrific, and I think the next one, and people won't remember this because he probably went and left this country and became even more a player than he was before, which was Stephen Nzonzi. We signed him at Blackburn Rovers, having played in the French second division for just €500,000. Centre midfield, 6'3", box to box, pass, intercept, and played his first season and won Player of the Year and Young Player of the Year combined at Blackburn, having played 32 games out of 38.
Wow.
And then when I left, went on to Stoke, and then went abroad and played in the Champions League and won the league away in Spain. I think it was Seville. So on the basis of his age, his contribution to Blackburn Rovers, and then where he moved on to and where he played after that, not
wow.
There's not. It's obviously a big risk. Everybody talks about the players that would do better. When your eyes on a player, can you see enough in him to get him, and not just get him because he's cheap? He's got to be effective, because if he doesn't play, he's not cheap. You've wasted 500,000. You've wasted his wages. So you've got to. But we needed to risk a few players like that at Blackburn Rovers.
So Kocher and Nzonzi and.
Well, again, because of what he'd done, and I said this before, because of what he'd done, because he became the catalyst for all the other stars that we brought to Bolton, was Yuri Yokoyev. I think it's, again, another free transfer, only till the end of the season. They couldn't wait to get rid of him, and his contribution to keeping Bolton in the Premier League allowed us to stay, certainly in my time there, for eight years, in eventually 10 years in the Premier League, and he was the start of building a really super team for the club and the fans, like I mean. And when he came back for 3 years after doing the World Cup, we all knew we were as a staff, we all knew we were doing something right then. We all knew we'd got something, we must have something here when this man has walked through the door and signed a 3-year contract.